Welcome, everybody, and talk about swinging and missing, and a lesson maybe in all lives. If Alex Rodriguez and his pathetic postseason performance isn't all the proof you need that big bucks don't necessarily yield big results, I really don't know what does, because A-Rod's old for something like, what, 100? Okay, slight exaggeration, but the Yankees are in a 2-games-to-none hole to the Detroit Tigers, and that is no exaggeration. That is what happens when you pay top dollar. Sometimes you just strike out. And if you're the government, you leave taxpayers to foot the bill. At least the Yankees have the luxury of trading A-Rod someday. We're kind of stuck with the losers swinging and missing with our bucks right now, until November, when we can send them a message. Not only does the buck stop here, you guys who keep spending them, well, why don't you just get off here? That is the message, I think, of this election 3 weeks out. It is time for Republicans and Democrats alike to dig us out, because we are sick of your games and sick of you thinking promising us some bacon makes us forget your bull. It doesn't. Gone are the days we were wooed by strategic investments for which we have no money and grand causes for which we have no cash. It is not all the green technology companies that keep failing. It's the pouring good money after bad that we find so damn annoying. It would be like in the middle of this god-awful postseason for A-Rod, the Yankees announced they're extending his contract and doubling his pay. Fat chance the Yankees would do it. Fat chance their fans would let them do it. That's where we stand. Just like a lot of disappointed Yankee fans who look at A-Rod and simply want their money back. So maybe we have it wrong. The guy who wins this thing is the candidate who takes away the bacon, not the guy who piles it on and wows us, thinking that piling it on can buy us off. To Dave Maney, who says voters can't be bought off. And that approach is now Washington striking out. Well, what happens now, Dave? What do you think happens?
Well, part of it, Neil, is I think that equation of if you spend more, then it's better has to go out the window. But it's not just I want to spend less. It's can I spend differently? It's can I be the Billy Bean in the Oakland A's of Moneyball and think differently and use better technology to go after things? If you look at our healthcare system, is a perfect match for the Yankees. We are the #1. The World Health Organization says we are the highest per capita expenditure health system in the world. You know where we rank as a performance of actual health of our citizens? 37th in the same study. The leading healthcare systems are ranked as spenders 4th, 7th, 21st, and 23rd. Those are the guys that are actually getting results, and we're going out and blowing the money just like the Yankees and not getting it. So to me, if one of the candidates doesn't just say, well, I'm going to spend less, because I'm not sure that spending the least is the ticket either, but if they say, I'm going to think differently about the problems we have. How could we attack things like the gigantic sucking maw of the healthcare system without simply throwing more money at it? That's where I'd look for solutions.
You know, I don't care. I always tell people, Dave, right or left on this issue. I think gone are the days, or increasingly so, that if you through folks in your district a bridge or a highway or a post office or some construction project, and that the Pavlovian response will be they'll be grateful and reelect you. I don't know if those days still exist, and I think increasingly many in Congress found that out in 2010 when a lot of Tea Partiers, say what you will of them, disavowed people of that notion. To the point where I think it could carry on the national level. And in other words, it doesn't matter if you're Barack Obama and you're promising more programs to keep doing what you're doing, or for that matter, Mitt Romney, to give more money to defense and expect better results. I think people are a lot more financially astute than they used to be, and they're tired of the same old, more bang for more bucks, and that'll decide it.
Well, that line of questioning that says, so exactly how much more of my kids' and my grandkids' money are you planning to borrow from China? Or how much more from China are you planning to borrow to put onto my kids to pay for that post office? We have this notion that, like you said, you can buy their favor. I don't think that's going to hold anymore. Just, we've got here, we're looking at Peyton Manning playing for us tonight. We're 2-3 here for the Denver Broncos, and that's not getting us anywhere. And I'm not sure that equation anymore holds up, that just reach deep into your deep pockets and pay, because when you know that money is coming from somewhere else, when you know it's coming out of your pocket and your kid's pocket, I'm not sure there's that many people that are going to be that happy about signing up to pay it.
I think that's a good analogy, and I think it ultimately comes down to, as you astutely pointed out, Dave, pay for performance. Bottom line. Dave Maney, thank you, my friend, in Denver.
Thanks, Neil.